Hello, everyone. We're going to return to something that I used to do quite a lot, but haven't really had the time to do it since I became a dad and then a dad a second time. It kind of eaten up a lot of my time. But we're going to go and we're going to do a bit of reactions to some new news. It's AMG Extravaganza going on at the moment, and they just announced the new battle forces. I tuned in for this chat. It was something that kind of was close to my heart. The Battle Force is actually what got me back into Legion with the Shadow Collective Battle Force. And yeah, I was really excited. hopped in the chat and I was just talking about how I've been trying to make Wookiee lists and I'd really love a Wookiee Battle Force. And then turns out that was half of the stream was this new Wookiee Battle Force. So I'm going to jump into the AMG website and just the new AMG website, a really big fan. I think it was worth a wait. Don't want to kind of dance around that controversy and stuff too much, but I really like the new site. I'm very happy with it. But yeah, they have the Wookiee Defenders and the experimental droids on there now. Jumping into a Wookiee Battle Force, and we have special rules. So still Galactic Republic, and then we get to count the noble fighters, Wookiee warriors, as corps units. So that works for both army building and for battle cards. So they get to be corps pretty much everything that's important. We also have to include at least 3 Wookiee trooper units. And then the first time a miniature in each Wookiee trooper unit is defeated each round, the unit may make a speed 1 move. So lots of cool rules there, kind of leans into what it wants to do. Then we have the allowed units. As we said, it's supposed to represent the Battle of Kashyyyk. So we do get Yoda, some Phase 2s, a Bark, infantry support platform, and saber tanks. But the main things for me, anyway, would be Chewbacca and Wookiee Chieftain. We get to have the Wookiee warriors in special forces. Obviously, we're going to be having the ranged ones, the combat ones are going to be counting as corps list building, and then the fluttercraft. And for skirmish, you get to drop down a little bit in the numbers required. But you can have up to 4 special forces units, 6 corps, 3 supports, and then you can only include 1 heavy. And then the commander you can have up to 2. Obviously, there's no operatives in this list because Chewbacca counts as a commander. One of the things I've been looking at just briefly is I jumped into I really wanted to try Yoda and Chewie together, and I've been trying to do it with phase ones, but have it still feel like a Wookiee list, and I couldn't quite get there. I managed to get my 8 activations, which is kind of my minimum line. I don't like dropping below 8 at all. I'd rather have 9 or 10, obviously, but 8 feels like it's playable. But we get Yoda with Force Push, Barrier, and Reflexes. You know, just take your pick, really. He's gonna do some stuff. Chewie with Tenacity. We have Wookiee Warriors with the Battle Shield and Targeting Scope. So these ones are the Kashyyyk Defenders. So the ones up here with the range 1 to 3, 2 whites. I went with a Battle Shield here because he retains the unit's gun. And I was kind of thinking, well, I can get them into some cover, hopefully get them into some heavy cover with the scale, and then deploy the shield and kind of have them a little bit of a rugged fire base. That's why I went for the shield, and it's one of the cheaper options. Then I went with 3 min-sized Wookiee Warriors Noble Fighters units to fill out the corps requirements with Into the Fray and Recon Intel in there because I want them moving up forwards, giving them the surges to hopefully surge on defense because we're going to be in your face. But I mean, there's a lot of options here. You go to offensive push. It seems to be the most popular one. Tenacity is obviously a nice upgrade on them as well to kind of lean into that melee skew. But I went into a fray just to try to keep them alive a little bit longer. I'm not saying that that's great at the moment. And then 2 Fluttercraft. These are actually representative of the new attack craft versions, which are 2 points more expensive, but the options in the list builder aren't currently set up right because it's asking for pilots, which you don't have. So I threw the command control array on just to make the points correct. And then I've gone for the gunner just to give me a little bit more bowcaster action. So I've got two bowcasters for Impact 1 PS1, and then Chewie's bowcaster, and then I've got Yoda with his lightsaber if I need a little bit of extra. Command cards, I went for most of the Wookiee ones. I dropped in Size Matters sometimes just because it seems fun. I mean, literally, it's the only reason I wanted to play this variation on the list. And then all of Yoda's cards. For my battle plans, I'm looking at Breakthrough, Hostage, Sabotage, and Recover Supplies. All ones that kind of feed into the way the listener wants to play. Fluttercraft are going to be good for Breakthrough. Everyone's going to be moving forwards anyway. Hostage, Sabotage, and Recover are all things that like Yoda helps with, and people generally don't want to play Hostage into Yoda. Extra actions for sabotaging from Yoda's good. I think there's a bunch of stuff you can do here. Then the deployments, I went hemmed in, battle lines, major offensive, and danger close. Generally, just stuff I feel I can get into melee with pretty early. Don't want to be at range for too long. And then conditions, I went limited visibility, rapid reinforcements, fortified, and hostile. So I tried to make sure I didn't have clear conditions in there. I've got an 8-point bid to try to play around with getting to play my deck as well. But yeah, I think I'm going to go out and buy some more. I'm just putting together my box of Rebel Wookiee models that I acquired fairly cheaply. And I'm going to go and grab some more Wookiees again tomorrow because I haven't been able to make a Wookiee list that I was a fan of. But there we are. I have something that I really like. I'm gonna get this built and maybe painted. I'm gonna actually try and do it before the end of this month. It's the middle of the month now. I'm gonna try and have some games up on the Instagram soon. So if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how terrible the list is, what you would change. You can check out the podcast is Deploy the Garrison. It's on the website as well if you want more Legion talk with a bit more focus and not just me rambling. And I'll see you all again soon.